Dang, I'm washed out. Hold on. Says that helped any. Howdy. Oh, said we had one and then I lost them. Hello. I can't handle that tilted. Y'all's just gonna have to see the wall. Hello. Hi Dana. Hi Rachel. Hey Susan. How are y'all tonight? So how was y'all's day? It was another hot one here. I griped about the rain. Now I'm going to gripe about the heat. Never happy, huh? Hey, Wes. Hey, Aid. Oh. Oh, you're about to get Lance ready for bed? Wes, Rick wants to know, do you still want those pigs? Because he's getting aggravated at them. So, anyway, what were y'all up to today? I didn't get crap accomplished today. I was running all day. So, yeah. It's all the way up. But yeah, I was running all day long. So I didn't get nothing done here other than feeding. Everything I wanted to get done got put on hold, so we'll see. Hi, Lena or Abby. They're all great. Rick's getting pissed at Miss Piggy and Bolt. They keep getting into the carport and messing up everything he fixes. Oh, it's Abby. Hey, Michael. I'm doing good. How are you? What are you and Lena doing, Abby? Hi, Christy. Oh, man. He got in the carport and he cleaned up all of his stuff here about a month ago. Well, the pigs broke in. We had cattle panels up, but the pigs broke in and they knocked all of his tools and stuff out of the boxes. They've rooted around, got him in the dirt. He is not a happy camper. But he won't eat them. So he said, the only one I want to keep is Rosie. Mother Boogers has got to go. Oh, yeah, they're naughty. And I don't know what the heck's going on with Miss Piggy, but she's lost all of her hair except for right there on the top of her head and a little strip on her back that she gets all caked up in mud and then goes down and rubs on the trees, and I figure it pulled her hair out. She looks pitiful. She looks like she got mange, and I know she ain't got mange because she ain't got sores. Oh, she looks bad. She looks really bad. Of course, he's griping about my goats too, so go figure. Ooh. I don't know why it is when I get on here talking to y'all, I get relaxed and get sleepy. Have no clue why. And this used to just terrify the crowd out of me getting on here talking to people. So, what do y'all think's going on in the real world? I'm good, honey. Nana's just tired. Um, there was something in the news about Australian banks going offline. And all right, y'all know before the 19 hit us, they were doing test runs for for things like the 19. Okay. Now they're doing test runs with electric. So do y'all think that the grid's going to go down? Who wanted to watch me? I know, Wes. I know. So do y'all think we're getting ready for them to something to happen to the grid? I mean, 6 months before the 19 hit us, they were doing practice runs for the things like the 19. So I just wonder if they're going to hit our power grid. That's why they're doing their test runs. Hey, Monica. I hope that's not the case, but it kind of makes me wonder. Why ain't you in bed, Abby? Did y'all go bowling? Y'all got blackouts around there? How often are y'all getting them? You can't get comfortable. You're a little kid. You always get comfortable. Hey, Kaylin. You're not in bed because you're watching YouTube. How are you? I know here they sent up the SpaceX satellite for Space Force. We was told they're going to get blackouts this week. Oh no. Dang, Susan, and y'all get hot there. Have they already been having y'all to set your electric to a higher temperature or your ACs? I know if they can start telling us to do that, we'll just shut off the ACs all but the bedroom and just stay in the bedrooms. All right, not Wes. Oh, it's going to be a 24-hour one. Oh my gosh. But does it get that hot in Michigan? I don't know. I've never been to Michigan. Oh, I know, Monica. They want to go green with everything, but they ain't got the power to supply everything. Well, I don't want the hospitals to turn off theirs, but the government buildings can. Well, it's hot. It has been, I think it was 97 degrees today with the heat index of 100, 105, 106. Oh, man. Hell's high was 86 and Des Moines got up to 102. Wow. Oh, well, I understand that, Wes. I don't want it miserable there for the patients. Well, I don't want the patients to be without electric either because, well, crap. A lot of them are on machines that have to make them breathe and not good. Good night, Abby. Minnesota was a scorcher this week. Really? Yeah, it's been getting hot. I mean, we've been hitting triple digits with heat index for over a week. The temperature itself hasn't been that hot. I mean, in the triple digits, but it's been close. Yep, that's true, Kaylin. That's very true. Oh, Wes. It's on the brochure. Yeah, and the summer hasn't even actually hit yet. The first day of summer, I believe, is Sunday, which is Father's Day. So, yeah, I think we're going to have a scorching summer this year. Your spring lasted 2 months. Well, if you count the rain, ours lasted every bit of that. Well, actually, our spring would have lasted longer than that because after the ice storm, it wasn't cold. Or to me, it wasn't. Everybody else around here was saying it was. So, yeah, we hit. Oh, y'all just now getting summer weather? My gosh, we've had summer weather for a while. It started around the 1st of June. Well, see, that's about ours. That's the way ours did. We've only actually been hot for about 3 weeks, but it's been a hot 3 weeks. But the first few weeks was just rain, rain, rain. And when the sun come out, it was just muggy, muggy, muggy. So Saturday will be 94. Tomorrow here, hold on. Well, actually, it's probably today. No, it ain't midnight yet. I think it's supposed to be 97 or 98 tomorrow. And the heat index is like 100 and uh, let's see what. Yeah, it's not showing me tomorrow's. Yeah, and tarnation did you get tomorrow's report? I don't know. It is 70 something degrees out there right now, so it's not too bad. But during the day, it gets horrible. Well, she's got to cook. Yeah, I like November's weather. September's is hot. But October and November, yeah, I like that weather. I even like December here because it's not bad normally. Hey, Bob. Do none of the rest of y'all cook in the kitchen? Oh, oh, thank you, Michael. Well, I would be cooking in my own kitchen too, Susan. That's, you know, yeah, I would be going. I would be cooking in my own kitchen too. Well, I cook in my kitchen when it's hot. I can't afford to run out to the store or run out to the um, restaurant to grab food. My gosh, we live way out in the middle of nowhere, so you're driving a half hour to get to a restaurant. You made a sandwich? Oh, thank you, Michael. But you know, your landlady may be used to. Is she an older woman? Especially if she's older and she takes blood thinners and blood pressure medicine. She's probably freezing. I take that and I still burn up. But I mean, usually older people, but usually the older people, they're cold. So it may not be hot to her. It's hot to y'all, but it's not hot to her. I walked in my house one or not my house, my mom's house a couple of days ago. I'll admit it was cooler than outside, but it was hotter than you know what in there. And she goes, "Well, I'm just fine." I'm looking at her, "Mama, put on some damn weight. Get some insulation on your bones. And turn on the AC." Fat girl here can't handle it. And she just laughs. Now, see, my dad stayed hot, and my mom stayed cold. Your mom used to sneak and turn your heat up to 85. You see, when my dad was living, he was like me. He could be sitting there and everybody else be having a jacket on, and he'd be like me, sweat just rolling. Mama says, "You're so much like your daddy, it ain't even funny." But yeah, but she'd be wearing a sweatshirt and a jacket Dad be sitting there in his overalls and t-shirt, just, well, not really a t-shirt, but run one of the little light cotton button-up shirts. Every now and then you'd catch him in a t-shirt, but usually it was one of them little light button-up shirts. And he'd be sitting there just sweating. Now that's a sight I don't need to see, Susan. But does she have a pool at the house? Because I pray she ain't going out in public like that. I wear one piece and still wear a big long shirt over it, or a pair of shorts. Oh, she goes out in public like that? Lands, oh lands. I mean, it's one thing if it's her own blame pool. But it's another thing if it's public. Oh land, she goes out like that. That's nasty. And what did she say? What did you say she charges for one room? I know it was a horrible amount. And how many people live in that house? Yeah, to each their own, but some people really need to have some morality about them. 1,050. And how many people live there besides her? All right, so she has 4 people that she sublet to, right? Or is any of them families? Okay, so she's making over $4,000 a month. She either has one heck of a house payment, or she's making some buck. She's making some bank if her house is paid off. If you want to use her water, it's an extra 50. If you want to use the washer, it's an extra $50. See, that ain't bad, Aid. California's outrageous. I don't understand why people want to live there. Don't you live on the base, Rachel? But you live in Hawaii too. I is your husband still stationed in Hawaii? Yeah, I know, but it shouldn't be as bad as out on the island. But the rent there should be about a third to half of what it is out on the main island. Yeah, but still, that's darn good, Abe. Your lot rent is $340. Well, that ain't bad for lot rent. She charged her 50 for parking her car on the driveway. That's crazy. Lord, Rachel, that's crazy. It sounds like to me that's just a money hungry old bag. Hey, Lori. I'm surprised she don't charge you extra for your bird, Susan. Sounds like she's a cranky old lady. I don't see how people can do people that way. I just don't. I couldn't do it. I'd just be broke the rest of my life because I couldn't do it. So there's possible that she's making over $5,000 a month. I wonder if her house is paid off. If not, that old gal's making some bank now. She's not nice. No one likes her. I had friends in Hawaii based Schofield. She needs bikini money. She's mean. She hates kids and pets. Oh well. Well, I'll stay right here where I live too. We've got all of ours paid off, so I told Rick, I said, you better go get money out of the bank. He looked at me, he goes, what for? I said, well, I said, Australia's bank got hit. I said, so ours could be next. And I said, if power goes down, I said, crap, you're not going to be able to get your money out anyway. I said, you better go get some money out in case it's down for a few years because they're still going to make us pay our damn taxes on our land. That's crazy too, Monica. That's like New York. I was like, when that's talking about some of their taxes that they have to pay on their land, not only that, they still have to pay personal property tax. If they think you have a radio, you got to pay taxes on that damn thing. And it's like, that's craziness. I don't understand why people live in places like that. I can't comprehend it. Now, see, it's crazy. Yeah, Aid lives over in the UK. But, it's the government has got to stick their hands in everything they can stick their hands in to grab more money, more money, more money. They're just greedy. They're just greedy. Good Lord. See, people need to leave places like that. If they don't have people there, they might bring their shit down. All right, we have a 3 bedroom, the other house, 2 baths, living room, dining room, kitchen. The cabin we had, it can be 3 bedrooms. And our taxes here, and plus we have 23 acres, is $301 a year. Good grief. Why do people stay in states that charge them out the ass like that? A 9,000 square foot home? Shoot, I'd be lost. Well, I understand that, but Poor people need to get the hell out of those places because there ain't no way they're going to make it. All right, Rachel. Hi, Betty Jean. How are you, hon? See, I don't understand. I understand why the wealthy live in places like that because it ain't gonna hurt them. I don't understand why poor people live there and then gripe about how high it is. Get your butt out. Well, see, there you go. Y'all's is about the same as ours, heaven bound. Y'all's is about the same as ours. Yours is $129 more than mine is a year. And you have almost twice as much land. Oh, really, Monica? Oh, wow. There you go. See, that's what most people do, Kaylin. Your taxes were 1,400. Crap. See, my taxes are only 301. But they also tax us for a tractor that don't run, which is crazy. So yeah. Hold on, let me rethink that. Hold on. We have our land tax. Then we have our house tax. And then the tax for the tractor. I guess it's about 363 a year. Because by the time they get all three added in, because you pay them at the same place. Hi, Brenda. How are you, babe? But yeah, by the time you pay all of them, you're paying them at the same place anyway. So it's probably about 363, 364, something like that. Oh, we will be taxed for the shop if they ever see it. I'm not going to call them and say, hey, we got a shop. They're going to have to get off their ass and come out here and see it. But yeah, we are taxed for other buildings on our place. But we also file homestead exemption because we have over so and so. This is where we live and we do raise animals. So, but yeah, they do tax for other buildings. They won't necessarily tax for the cabin because the cabin is up on blocks. Well, we would too. We would too. But our taxes aren't as high as Alaska. We have 23 acres. You're enjoying the apartment? See, I couldn't live in town. If something happens and we have to move to town, I pray God, I pray to God, I pray to God that He just takes me because I'd never make it in town. I would never make it in town. If I was ever have to live in an apartment, I couldn't handle it. I can't handle that many people. I can't handle not being able to go outside and not see a neighbor. I live in Oklahoma, honey. I'm not too far from you. Buck's in there having a dream. You don't drive? That's what I'd have to live under a bridge. I would, because I you're renting a split house? Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but is it like a duplex? You never have been allowed to drive? May I ask why? It's a duplex. Oh, okay. I said, that's not bad, Brenda. Uh, See, I don't know. I'm very independent. I was raised to be very independent. Hey, Jamie. Oh, okay. So it has a lot to do with your eyesight. Yeah, Oklahoma City, their taxes are a lot higher than here. Tulsa's taxes are higher than here. Ah, okay. See, I'm just very, 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 very independent. Rick tells me I'm too independent. But shoot, I had to be for years until we got together. And then it was kind of hard to just let go and ask him to do everything. It makes me mad if I have to ask him to help me do something. Yeah, yeah, I understand that, Brenda. See, that's the way it is here. That's the way it is out here. If we was to go that way, taxes would be a little higher. If we was to go that way, taxes would be a little higher. If we was to go that way, taxes would be a lot higher. If we was to go that way, taxes would be quite a bit higher. But it also, main thing is their location. Oh, you had to get independent when your husband passed. Honey, I've been very independent for all my life. Rick says I'm the most independent woman he's known. Let's see, how's he put it? Headstrong, strong willed, pain in the butt, but he loves me. I may get him to help me when I go to build cabinets in here because, well, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing. And he knows more about that mess than I do, so I'll probably get him to do the cabinets. Oh my gosh, Brenda, that's pretty much the way it was here, girl. Yeah, well, it's saved his dopamine times. But people say, well, something about how was it they put it about wives being so expensive, and he goes, well, can't really say she's that expensive. He said because she gets pissed off and won't ask me for a dime. He said it pisses her off if she has to ask me for a dime. He said she's just very independent. Hi, Gloria. How are you, darling? Kiddos all tucked in? Yeah, I figured out what dupa meant. Me being stubborn has saved his butt a few times. And me being so independent. Of course, a couple of times it's caused him more work than it needed to. But most of the time, it didn't. Because he knows when I get ready to do something, I'm ready to do it. And if you ain't ready to do it, I'm going to do it without you. So he knows now when I do go to do something and I'm not sure what I'm doing, he will come help me. That way he don't have to go back and redo my screw up. So I'm thinking though, when it comes to the cabinets in here though, I'm gonna have him to. I'll probably have him to frame them out, and I'll do the rest. I guess I know I can do that. But I've only got about 4 more minutes, and I'm gonna call it a night and grab my dogs and my cat and go sleep. That kitten, oh my goodness, that kitten thinks as soon as I go to bed, she'll watch. And when I go to bed, she'll go crawl her butt up in the bed. All right. Good to see you, Kaylin. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving in about 3 minutes. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? Does anybody need prayers? Yeah, that kitten is, and she crawls up right. It's funny. She'll crawl right up here and sleep right here. And then she'll wake me up all night long when she turns her head and her whiskers goes up my nose. It's a photographer's uh, backdrop. When I get my actual little space fixed, you shouldn't be able to see none of the other stuff around. That should be all you're able to see. That was all you was able to see when I was using the other computer. But the other computer won't keep from dropping the Wi-Fi. Your kitten's whiskers go up your nose too? Oh my gosh. That kitten is something else. I've got another pretty one in the house that's got moon and stars on it. I may use it one night. I really like it too. It's pretty. So, well, y'all, I guess no one has anything. So just let me say, remember the world's a better place because y'all are in it. Please never forget it. I love you, each and every one. Y'all take care. Bye. Whoa, what happened?